You guys are lifting with a lot of space, like you're 6'7" ass. Alright? You're a tall dude. Keep those hips down. And as you stand up, you won't have to use your arms. And you are strong for your height, man. So you're here and you're coming, you're just pressing this with your arms because you're so tall. Keep your arms tight here, and all you'll do is just stand up and he'll be off the ground. You know? You're tall.
Here's one thing, just quick, Steve.
Sure.
What you younger guys aren't doing, we gotta get it. Shoulder dot, hip dot. What you guys are doing is sliding this dot up to the chest. Now you're getting the power. You gotta stay here. Keep those dots connected. You got that?
So true.
That's what you're doing. You're sliding up, then you got no power. Just keep those dots connected, you'll get it.
And that's a good point with the dots. Really try to think about that. You know, your shoulders and his hip there. We're just, you know, when you're in here, shoulder hip is going to help you a lot more than shoulder.
I want you to raise up, honestly.
Yeah, especially with his funkadelics.
I want you to. I'm begging for it.
All right, so cool. High crotch doubles there, kind of simple stuff. Well, not really a double, just high crotch there. On the double here, all right, same concept. You know, there's really not much of a change up. There's a million things you can do for setups to it. I'll give you a couple of them. Double's kind of basic, guys. The main thing is your head up. I think the biggest mistake today is that kids are wimpy and they put their head to the outside and they shy down. And as soon as you shy down, we see this all season long. And then, you know, a lot of times guys don't make the adjustment here, and then they get scored on. All right, when you miss a double, man, let go with a double. If you're there and it's not there, and you know you're not going to gather to it, you got to commit to a single. And you got to make that decision pretty quick. We beat so many guys like that.
Guys, quick story. A couple of years ago, I'm at a tournament, an elite wrestler. Kid shoots in on an elite wrestler with his head down. Kid gets buried and gets hurt. Steve was the first one out on the mat. Told the kid, you keep shooting in with your head down, my guy's going to keep hurting you. Keep their head up. That's all he told the kid. As soon as you can, you know.
That's the way you defend the shot, is to put his head down. If his head's already down, it's just hitting the mat that much harder. You know what I mean? So you guys want to make sure. And I mean, think about it. How much does a crossface really hurt? He can't punch you. It's not a bat. You're not in it's not like that. And think about it, how many guys actually cross-face right? You know that guy, because at practice, he's the guy when you're holding on the leg, he does it, and you're like, holy shit, and you let go, or you like bury your head. But how many times do you feel that at practice? Maybe once? I know I wrestle 2 sessions a day, Monday through Thursday. I feel it probably twice a week. Twice a week, I'll feel someone that gets a good cross-face. You're like, wow, that was fucking good. You know, like it hurt. All right? But to worry about it before you're in here is just crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me.
Eat it. It's fine.
All right? So remember, all right, little tricks that I do so I don't get torn up with my face. All right? The dots. And the normal high crotch, like he just talked about, my shoulder was here. On my double, my dot is shoulder inside his belly, but my head right inside this plane here. So if he goes to cross-face me here, he can't get a full grip on me. And what he does do by trying to reach for my face there, he's turning his torso, which is going to make that work that much easier. All right? So that head up, when I shoot my double, I'm aiming to try and get half of my face in his hip and the other half right on the outside there. If you come too far here, then his head can lean on your head and bury you down. So you got to stay here so he can't bury your head, and if he tries to, it peels out. But when he leans over now and he tries to cross-face, he's already out of position. All right? So it's like a catch-22 for their situation. Your main thing is to close the gap. All right? All right, so we go on this double. Simple things are to remember. You know, a great double situation in which you do damn well, you know, is that quick pull hesitation double. You know what I mean? A lot of times you see people trying to set it up like a high crotch. By the time you get in here, either your arms are too wide or you're extended on the double. All right? So in here, pull it to you, shrug it down, he's going to go up. You wait that 1 second. Rather than putting your head to the side, put your head in the chest. You don't have to kill your partner right now, but like a blow double here, boom, here. Now, I don't lock my hand. All right? When you lock on a double, even if my head's spear double or outside double, if your hands are locked, he can step backwards all day. But now if I lock in my hand, that's when my hands are here. If I can lock a little bit under his ass, I can lock his hips in, me being short. You see how he's still over me here? Most of you guys won't have this issue. This is a little guy issue. Is when you're wrestling someone big, even with my hands locked here, Chris can still lean over me. And that's causing a lot of pressure. And you know, they always say, oh, you lock here, you keep those hips in. But when he's tall, he still has that leverage thing. So in these instances, you got to man up and, blast through that lift and get up. And I hated being in that situation. I won't lie to you, man. I hated being there. So the way I fixed it for me was screw putting my head out on the outside. And then that's when I got into this in here, get my grips, get that quick shrug here, like that, and knee pounding into it. Now, the adjustment there, depending on how good that guy is, Chris is good. So that first step is essential for you to gather. So I came in, my hand was high. When you're going for your spear double, your hand should be looking to block down. Not to hold these, but to stop it, put his weight on his heels, and your head spear is supposed to push his hips over his final point of adjustment. And what I mean by that is, see how his adjustment point just changed? You bring that, now I make that stop, I push his hips past that, and his hips fall. Alright, so when you shoot this kind of double, you're not looking to grab that unless, there's two different doubles. There's this, lock, tight as hell, finished, and then the spear double where you don't need the lock, same pull down, can't take grips, bro. Same pull down, you need that. You see this? Lower my level, give it that hesitation for that second. A lot of guys go, you can't. You didn't give him a chance to react to it. Give him a chance to react to it. Now, I'm going to drive right through there. Boom. All right? And here, pressure, same thing, head. Boom, get his feet step. All right? And like again, a lot of you guys are falling squared up right here. That extra push, jump your body out to the outside. It's so important. And honestly, Chris is big. If I had, how much you weigh?
176.
That's 176. I weigh 135. All right? So I'm still being able to move him. I'm still knocking him down. But if you gave me someone my size, it's going to be a lot easier. All right? So when you got someone your size, it's going to be that much easier when you come in on your shot here to get this weight up. And that's where you're watching me shoot against him now. I'm coming in soft because I don't want to nail him. But in your normal situation, you'd be bang. Like you come in full blast at him.
Right in my solar plex.
All right? But when you got the guy, your partner next hand, just pull, shot, this foot jumps in. It can't just go here down. It's got to come in for your lift and for your spear. Same thing. See how, like, if he has that leg back, put that leg back. That's what's killing me. That's why I'm not going right now. Because you can't take that shot. I can pretend I could to you, but I'm not showing you bullshit. That little difference right there, I take that shot, I'll never get the grip on that. He's going to bring that hip down. I'm done. That's why I'm not taking it. It's not, and he's just doing being a pain in my ass, but not purposely. He's just that instinct, And that's the instincts, and that's normal wrestling. You shouldn't have them weight up. But that's why I have to pull there and get that pull at the same time. There it was. See the difference there when I got it under it? You see how his feet came up? All right? And you can feel when you get it right, because it sits right under that, man. It just literally lifted him up. All right? So let's go to those doubles there. Head to the outside, lock and lift. Spear double. Take 2 seconds. On two. 1, 2.